Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a grand solar minimum update on Sunday, May 6th, 11:19 p.m. Mountain Time 2018. You're looking at footage from less than 24 hours ago of the Fissure eruption, violently blasting lava up to 200 feet in the air, 70 meters. And the lava is spreading today at an epic rate. Up to 30 homes have been destroyed at this point, and the lava flows are now moving much faster than they were yesterday. And this is an uptick in activity up to 10 times the activity today versus yesterday, which is bad news for the people in the Leilani Estates. Even worse news up here to the right of the screen here, to the north and the east, is a geothermal plant with 50,000 gallons of pentane ready to explode if this goes that way. So we're going to be watching this closely as this increases in activity. Clearly, you can see there by the lava fountaining. Let's go right back to the lava fountaining there. Clearly, massive eruptions. These are homes right near there. Not looking good for the folks in this area. Heads up. Now let's talk about air quality real quick. Let's come over here for some more data. This is the Kilauea East Rift Zone. This is flows moving down Makamae Street in Leilani Estates. You can see how slow the Pahoehoe lava there is. This is actually A'a here, which is a more sharper version. The toll of destroyed structures continues climbing through the day, and officials fear that the lava is not finished with the Leilani Estates subdivision. As of 5 p.m., Hawaii County civil defense officials confirmed 30 destroyed structures, most of which are homes. This is up sharply since late Saturday when the toll was just 5. Civil defense said lava fissure number 8. There are now 10 fissures by Luana Street, and Leilani Avenue appears to have done the most damage today. Leilani Estates in Lanapuna Gardens, with roughly 700 homes, 1,800 residents, are under mandatory evacuation orders due to ongoing lava eruptions and its dangerous volcanic gases. Now, they're letting residents go in during the daylight hours tomorrow again to get more of their belongings, which is good news. And this will be ongoing because this is a slow-moving flow. So homes that are far away from this, you'll have ability to get to your home and get your things out. Let's talk about the air quality here. I'm going to leave you links to the Honolulu, Hawaii Air Pollution Real-Time Air Quality Index. You can see 89 here is moderate. That's not true. That's bad news for sulfur dioxide. So if you're south or west of the fissures, the sulfur dioxide forecast here on Windy is bleak. And this is going to be ongoing for weeks. As this erupts, the air quality in this entire region, I don't know why you would want to go back to your home and breathe this toxic gas. So people are still living in the subdivision, actually. They're still there. And we just bring it back to today, and I'll run you through it. Here's the forecast of sulfur dioxide for the Leilani eruption here on Kilauea. Unsafe in this entire dark red region here. And you can see the general weather pattern is south and west across the island here. So we're going to monitor this closely. The air quality in that region is terrible. I don't know why you would want to go back there. If you can get out and go north to the North Island for the duration of this eruption, which could be weeks or months or years, I would do it, because that's just no way to live right there. That's bad news for all the people in that area. Let's go to the GFS model and check out the weather. Bad news for people up in eastern Canada. It's looking like the third week of May, bringing heavy snows up there. And this weekend, bringing heavy snows throughout the Rocky Mountains, which is good news for us. We need it. Here we have up to 3 feet of snow showing up on the Utah border. So we're going to watch this region. Could have a quick atmospheric compression event there, and the snows are going to move all the way down to northern New Mexico, which is good news. And this is going to be Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 13th, Monday, down into New Mexico. So much needed moisture in this arid region here, down in this zone especially. So good news for us. And it looks like the northern plains here could pick up some snow up in Marquette. Heads up. for sure. Let's talk about some crazy news. Lake Minnetonka late ice out ties record set in 1857. I don't think they kept records much earlier than that. Look at that guy. He must have been in the Marines. He's a sheriff now. The ice, well, most of it is gone on Lake Minnetonka. Just after noon Saturday, the Freshwater Society and the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office Water Patrol declared ice out on the 14,500 acre lake, the largest in the metro area. This year's ice out date tied May 5th, 1857 for the late ice out honors. 1850, what? Man, this guy must be... Oh, he's talking about the centennial of 1857, solar minimum cycle 9 and 10. Whew. That must be something about science. Whew. Well, that's a record, and that is the truth bomb of the day, folks. White Bear, Leilani Estates, and other lakes seeing record late ice outs. Here's an aerial photo seeing ice break up on St. Croix River north of Hastings on Wednesday, April 24th. Twin Cities area lakes are seeing some of their latest ice outs on record. In St. Paul, Lake Phelan was declared ice-free Tuesday. The lake's old ice out record was April 28th, 2013. The East Metro's largest lake, White Bear, could also break its May 4th, 1950 record for latest ice out. Do we see a pattern here? Ice out, ice in, wax on, wax off. It's May and roads in the French Alps are still buried under 15 meters. That's 50 feet for your Americans of snow. It's May and some roads in Alpine France are buried under 15 meters of snow. I wouldn't have believed it, but this is like, you could be planting here, but this has to melt first. Look how warm it is. It's just like, Al, what happened? I thought you said it wasn't going to snow anymore. I think he was off by 50 feet. Heads up, Al. It's May and some roads in Alpine France are buried under 15 meters of snow. Consequently, some mountain passes may open 15 days later than normal in Savoie, in Haute-Savoie, at Côte-Mété-Lausanne, in the Beauforton. Snow removal operations have begun. In some places, the road is covered with an amazing 50 feet, which has never been seen before. Mountain passes usually reopen to bicycles and cars early in May, but this year, after late and exceptional falls, some roads are still covered in meters of snow and their reopening will be delayed. Whew, that looks cold. Heads up. There's still 6 meters. That's 20 feet of snow for you Americans. In the small St. Bernard, and snow removal will not begin until May 7th. Same for the Isaron Creux des Feux and the Gablière Pass. Snow removal operations have been stopped because of the risk of avalanche and tons of snow. Whew. Look at that. Boom. For real. I mean, the Côte-Mété-Rose line could be one of the first passes to reopen to traffic. Snow removal operations began on May 3rd, but in some places the road is still covered with 15 meters of snow. In the 17 years I've been here, I've never seen this much snow, said one bloke. Even the oldest people say they've never, ever seen this. Ever. It will take 3 weeks to clear this road. Heads up, Al. I thought you said it wasn't going to snow. Damn. In total, 9 teams have been mobilized to remove the snow from different passes in La Tanalis. Sometimes aerial reconnaissance is necessary to find the road. That's how buried in snow it is. Avalanches, mud flows, landslides, and rockfalls are additional dangers, as explained in the video below that you'll be linked to. Look how concerned this man is. He's very concerned with the amount of snow that Al Gore predicted wasn't going to happen. Let's talk about the Freak 4.6, originally popping off at 4.9, downgraded by the U.S. Downgrade Service. Still coming in at 4.6, 181 kilometers southeast of Barras-Triomphe, Louisiana. Now, this is an extremely rare earthquake. You would think, until you just looked where the Deepwater Horizon oil rig explosion nightmare happened. Oh my goodness. Now, I guarantee in the next 24 hours, you're going to see that articles come out. There's no connection between the Deepwater Horizon oil rig and this huge, unexplainable 4.6 magnitude. Bull. I have a BS meter and it is now going off. Guys, the jig is up. This is another man-made nightmare here, just like a frac quake. It's called, let's call it the Deepwater Horizon oil rig quake. And we may have more of them. So let's stick on this and we'll see what's going on. We're going to dig more into it. That's as deep as I could dig today. Heads up. And that is the second truth bomb of the day. Can't get by that one. Seismic update. Leilani Estates is obviously shaking. Sulfur dioxide reports is very poor. And we can come in and we can see that there is no reduction in quakes today. In fact, it's spreading. This is the more active region that has been flowing in years past, and this is now the more home deadly burning region. And the geothermal plant is right up in this region north of Leilani, where the hexapentane or some extremely flammable 60,000 gallons of garbage is about to blow if a fissure opens up there. Now, any other quakes to note? Real quick, let's just blow back out here. There is a global uptick in moderate earthquakes everywhere. We have a 5.1 here in Iran, 5.0 in China, 4.6 in Burma, 5.1 in Japan, 5.3 in Japan, down here in the mid-ocean ridge, 5.1 in the Antarctic ridge. We had a 5.6 in El Salvador, no reports yet on damage. 4.0 in Guatemala, the 4.6 at the Deep Horizon quake. Yellowstone popping off, 3.2 in Ferndale. Whew. Jeez. Worldwide volcano news update. Thankfully, Kilauea is taking away from the rest of the volcano pressure here. Volcanic emissions at Ducono, Sabancaya, Ibico erupted today. Guys, Kilauea ongoing is over here at Volcano YT. If you want to keep up on the latest, it's live. It shows you the news footage, multiple views of the Kilauea caldera, the lava lake, as well as the erupting fissures in Leilani Estates. The newly cracked, which there are 30 homes now missing, 25 of which were destroyed today, 10 vents, an uptick from just 6 yesterday, and lava fountaining up to 70 meters, which is higher than it has ever been. So this is an ongoing event with uptick, and one of our subscribers sent us an insane video. He's in there. He's one of the people that haven't escaped. He's got some sort of cheap mask here from Home Depot that he thinks is going to protect him from the sulfur dioxide in this new vent. This is one of the new vents in the 10 vents here in the Leilani Estates, and he's approaching it, and we're going to get live, basically live, this is within 12 hours, footage today from the volcano, from the new fissures on the side of Kilauea here that are just now being created on the Big Island here. So this guy's name is Jed Hussein, and big thumbs up to you. I'm sorry I used your name. I won't again unless you give me an okay on an email. But keep this footage coming. What I want you to see is the birth of a volcanic fissure, folks. Now, what they shouldn't be approaching without full gas masks here is sulfur dioxide emanating directly through the soil and through the surface of the road. There is no open crack here. Take a quick look. This gas is coming up through the ground. At any moment, this ground could open up and consume these people. So they're taking extreme risks at bringing us this footage. Believe you me. At any moment, this ground could crack open and they could fall into hot lava, and their flesh would come right off the bone. But Jed Hussein and this fella here, who's obviously taking his own footage, is filming a newly opening fissure, one of the new fissures opening up today, about to spill lava right before it happened. Totally sick footage. Thank you, Jed, for risking your lives for posterity as we cover this. This is the new Leilani fissures opening up in a residential area, and here he's going to approach a crack. Totally insane. Footage that doesn't exist anywhere in the world, right here on the Oppenheimer Ranch project, thanks to Jed Hussein on the Big Island, Kilauea, today. And big thumbs up. Whew. I can't leave you links to that, but it's in the video. That's boom. Holla. So, lots of good footage here tonight. Share it with your friends. CO2 has zero effect. Dr. Rex J. Fleming, we shared this a month ago. For the new subscribers, I want to rehash this and those that weren't listening. A former NOAA climate scientist who earned both his master's and PhD in meteorology has published a new paper in the Environmental Earth Sciences Journal. Whew, we got it. An updated review about carbon dioxide and climate change by Rex J. Fleming, the original article. Now, this manuscript reviews the essence of the role of CO2 in Earth's atmosphere. And guess what, folks? CO2 has zero net effect. You know what's controlling the climate? Solar magnetic fields, cosmic rays, and clouds. That equals climate. Thank you, Dr. Rex Fleming, for speaking the third major truth bomb of the day. Whoa. So I'll leave you links to all that. Now, Dr. Fleming here, in his article, details the lack of an identifiable causal relationship between CO2 and the Earth's temperature, just like we do here on the channel. And guess what he uses? Paleoclimatology data. Now, unfortunately, like David Taylor, who is a pseudo-meteorologist who has gotten good climate predictions because he's using sunspot data, he was on our radio program and he just messaged me moments ago and he said that we ambushed him on our radio show. Well, unfortunately we didn't, and I could have stuck my foot much deeper up your buttocks, and I held my tongue, and I was very polite, David. So here is the graph that shows you that the rest of geologic history, it's been epically hotter, up to 15 degrees C hotter than it is now. This is the coldest time on Earth. The only other time it was cold was back here 300 million years ago, and a blip 440 million years ago. That's it. And now we're freezing cold today. It has everything to do with the past. Now it's solar activity. We know about these grand solar minimums. And what does that mean for us? Well, you know about the GSP-2 predicted. There it is. You are here. It's down from here, and I have some better data that I want to show you guys. I tried to show you this last night. And here we are. This is the direct comparison of the past 4 interglacial periods. And this is why it's so important, because we're on this black line here. And in all of the past 4 interglacials, for the last 4 Milankovitch cycles, the last 4 great years, for the last 4 precession of the equinoxes, you're looking at them. On the exact place that we lie in history, the temperature drops drastically 4 degrees C. Every single time, this is where we are. This red spot we're coming down on is the same place on the GSP-2 predicted. We're coming down. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, David Taylor? There's no recovery for hundreds of years, 180. And then it might warm up a little. But it's going to still be 3 degrees C below where we just kicked off of. Global warming is up here. And it's down, down, down for 16,000 years. And then it'll come up again. As it has the last 4 great years, the last 4 glacial cycles. You are here in the sharp drop, the sharpest drop. Here is the medieval warm and the drop off. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? This is the Miocene warm. This is the GSP-2 graph, and you are here in the biggest drop down of all 4 interglacial periods in direct comparison at the same time. If history is not repeating itself, then I'm wrong. But I'm just using the past, my scientific knowledge, and what's going on to make the prediction. And it's a long-term one. It's never getting warmer. I'll leave you the paper. An updated review about carbon dioxide, which has 0 net effect on climate. And that's not a heads up. That's a boom. Guys, I hope you got something out of the video. Big thanks to the footage from Jed Hussein on the Big Island, getting us very rare and totally illegal footage of a new opening fissure in the Leilani Estates, putting their lives at risk to cover this for humanity. Send them all the love down below in the video because they watch every day. I want to thank all our new Patreons, Kep, Daniel, Elu, Dennis, Adrian. You rock. Spaceman, you just came on board hours ago and you kicked it because you're supporting this work, which is truth in action. I mean, I stay up all night, I do the research, even on the nights when I'm a little too tired, because it's a little too important. And when people in our community are sending us footage like this, how can I not continue to cover this? Look at the steam emanating from the soil. They could fall through this road. Look at the guy looking from hundreds of miles away back there. Did you catch that? Look at how scared the guy is in the background here. Up here, right there. Look at how far he is. I'm not going up there. But Jed did. Thank you, Jed. He's got his Home Depot mask on. Share this with like-minded people. Times are changing. Here's the evidence. Be safe and do not do what these guys are doing, ever. We love each and every one of you.